Wish I could just take my time. I'm always in such a rush. They hate when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much, but she knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust, you never really know what's next, but it never seems to be enough. I hear them hating, but I don't even need them. I started in the basement, I make this shit look easy. She started getting naked, we hardly ever speak, and just get to going crazy. She don't wanna play these games with me, so now she got a taste of it. She wanna ride this wave with me. Don't remember I was wasted, girl. You can't put the blame on me. Losing our minds. Do this every night. Can you just unwind with me? Just lie with me. Just take my time. Always in such a rush. I hate it when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much. She knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust, we never really know what's next, but it never seems to be enough. Just like with me, just take my time. Always in such a rush. I hate it when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much. She knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust, we never really know what's next, but it never seems to be enough.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and get Limbus Company started here. Are we doing, let me see this. Yo, it's this guy again. Oh, hey. Nice to see you. You're probably typing in the portrait chat. Yes, you are. But yeah, man, how's it going, dude? Good evening. Am I doing railway today? If I can get Lucio and Valencina, yeah, probably. Probably. I would say yes. What are the odds of that? I don't know. Dude, that railway, section 4 of that railway makes me sick to my stomach. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Have Val Rodius so I can put her in my company if needed. Maybe, we'll see, we'll see. Let's say I'm willing to do... Shit. Let's say I'm willing to do like 40 pulls. Let's do that. Let's see. This is not a promising start. Not a promising start. Right, right. Hmm. Alright. What are the odds? What are the odds that it's even one of them? And then what are the odds that it's both of them? Alright, one more. One more. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Yeah, I'm also saving Lunacy for Valpurgis. That's the part that hurts me the most. Though I'm never above spending money during like Valpurgis. And I have no idea when the next Valpurgis is. You know what? We'll burn through it. We'll burn through it for the fun of it. When we get to Valpurgis, I'll pay for my sins then. Let's go gambling! It's in like the weeks. I don't know what the weeks are. Okay. That's evil. That's evil, actually. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, you're still doing dishes, right?
Dude, that's later. That's
I'm
later.
asking you just this right now. Yeah.
That's one. Dude, that's so evil. Actually, that's so evil, man. Oh, dude. 114 pools. 114 pools. I love it here.
Okay.
Hold on, guys, is there unsaved? Guys, there's one more. I actually have one more after this, too. That's so tough, dude. That's so tough. No, I don't know if I'm willing to do refraction railway. I don't know if I'm willing to do that. Because we still have like all of the intervala to get through as well. So I can't just like spend all my time doing extra stuff.
내가 원망한 만큼 아비인 당신들도 절망이야
Let me
공평한
see what she
거잖아.
said.
모두 잊자. 모두 지원하자.
Dude, no.
난 내가
I'm not getting through that fight.
아비인 당신들도
치열했으나 좋은 끝내기였다.
That fight would take so long. Nothing else would get done this entire stream, by the way. It would just be that one fight, that one section 4. The rest of the stream would be nothing else. Yeah, dude, there would literally be nothing else that I would do this entire stream other than section 4. So, I don't know if that's a good idea.
마지막엔 영 센스가 나쁘군.
80 blue tickets to get an ID from level 0 to 60. Yeah, that's so tough, dude. That's so tough. I have nowhere near 80. How the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck? Do I seriously not have thread? Dude, this shit's so cooked. Holy dude. That's so yeah.
Can I have water?
마침내
실수 있지, 의도 있지.
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다는 그 용도를
Okay. That's so tough, dude. Shit's actually evil. Have I done Reflect Trial yet? No, because I haven't done 7.5 hard yet. I was gone for like a month and a half, dude. I've not done any of the prereqs to unlock anything right now. I need to get it done now.
차코잡이라 예상한 것보다 온도가 더 좋다.
최선을 다했다.
자가당차기로다. 흔치 않은 기회니 이 팀의 승기를 붙이자꾸나.
양반이 떠났어.
그 슬픈 둘
He has like sacrifices the easy path for this. Yeah, I know the Ryoshu gimmick.
숨이 타도록 배네.
감로 확보.
당신을 죽여라 절탈하신 내 모든 시간들의 아우성이.
이건 불찰이구나. 간이 보던 분대로 감아두고.
시야입니다. 한 점만 노린다.
Nice.
헤드샷. 머리통에 적살났다고.
아무것도 남지 마라.
그 슬픈 눈빛. 좋구려.
Interesting.
뜨거울 거다. 조금 많이. 내 검은 숨막히도록 생긴다. 절박하게 갈망했으며 헤아릴 수 없이 저주했으니
뭘 멈춰.
Okay.
이건 불찰이구나. 간이 보던 분대로 감아두지.
해고 감도. 증폭.
불사이고 그럼 안녕 몰아치는 것을
I don't know. Something about the voice line on the first coin does it for me.
검을 휘두를 줄 아는 데는 많다. 그 검에 길이 있는지가 중요할 뿐. 마음에 들면 들었다. 솔직히 말해라.
알고 있겠지.
보기 드문
예측은
용자는
의미 없다는
칭찬을
말.
아낄 리가 없는.
저련
They did not have to make the EXP locks this long, by the way.
주고. 오롯한 검의 길에 한 걸음 더.
Like it just was not necessary, dude.
간이 보던 붕대로 감아두지.
시연합니다. 감로 확보. 감로 확보. 예.
이 순간이 다
이쪽도 지금 같이 별을 잊지
나도
못한
반대지. 숨이 타도록 배네.
There you go. Does that say 6? Oh wait, no. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Alright. So there we go. All of those are level 60. Cooked. Yeah, at this point we're just continuing this. Because I still haven't beaten this either way. That's why. I wonder why I didn't continue the. Oh yeah, that's right. That would be correct. Yes, indeed. Yes. Fuck. I don't know if this is a Fathoms team. I don't know. I always like bleed. Doesn't matter, bro. Just win rate. Shut up, bro. I don't know. I always like the blood fiends for like Fathoms, just because they continuously heal themselves, so I never have to worry about like health management. Yeah. That's what I was saying, like it's really easy for the blood fiends because I don't have to worry about managing their health at all. The downtrodden were beset by 1,000 woes and tenfold more struggles. All the streets they inhabit reflect that reality. Many times that I contemplated in consternation. Bro, I hate this motherfucker. How the folk here had even the will to live on. He does not need to speak that way, by the way. The shadow that had begun to haunt Kim's face still lingered there as he looked around. There's just like an infinite amount of ways that he could have said that shit. If the distortion reveals the fathoms of those it gazes into, as Kim had said, negative coin unbreakable, turn 3 on every fight. Alright, cool. On the days when the skies were spotless blue and without orders from the counselor, I would scale to the roof of that house and feel it rustle beneath my back as I lay upon it. I thought it to be a respite solely mine, yet in this mirrored world, another has walked here before my arrival. I join him in looking up at the... Shut the fuck up, bro. Beneath it, a wicked tunnel have I passed. And now I witness myself before the one who shall strike the head from my torso. There was a figure standing tall next to the building, staring defiantly up toward the man on the straw roof. I'm something. Oh, that was the name of the person. Are you home, I asked. What a strange visitor I have. Who the fuck is this guy? Why not call at the front gate if you've come seeking the master of the house? Be not like a dog barking up the wrong tree. It's unbecoming. A dog? Really now? I can see you up there lounging on the roof. I'm not going to speak to the door like I'm blind. Has a spell of some sort befallen the day? To have such an odd occurrence transpire twice excessive. The work of a bewitching spirit, I say. What's so bewitching about checking in on someone? Isn't it odd that a high and mighty noble military commissioner of our esteemed corporation would come in person to simply check in on how a lowly mercenary fares? You know me? She certainly knows her jests. She marches forth, vested in war-strider armor, yet expects no violence. She wields a two-handed great blade like a demonic yaksha, yet harbors no hostile intent. Why, who else might she be but Military Commissioner Gyeong, the principal of the famed Im family? You are certainly in the habit of speaking in hyperbole. I am not so noble that I deserve to be complimented with an epithet so grand as the principled. Ah, not a compliment. You see, Commissioner, this is a rhetorical technique known as a backhanded compliment, in which I damn you with praise, for you are so bound by your precious principles that you would rather be unreasonable than betray them. Does an officer ranked second ordinate have no wit to engage in such banter? Why am I out of line, as they say? This is our first meeting, so no, not at that precise moment. I know, I'm just saying that if I were her, I wouldn't let myself become friends with you after such a bad first impression. Can't imagine becoming friends with somebody who keeps pushing my buttons. Maybe, but people do find friendship in such personalities if they have a taste for prickliness. You've got a friend in us, don't you? Fine, you have a point. I guess I do have a habit of pushing people's buttons, too. But still, I hope you're not comparing the way I talk to a sassy, gotcha-digging, pun-riddled... Well, the world we live in is vast and diverse. Consider yourself lucky to be surrounded by so many quirky characters. It's because of that same luck that she took the joke well, rather than respond by cutting off my head. You are out of line, yes, but I knew you would be, so I won't take issue with it. Though I must admit, the rumors of your sharp tongue do you no justice. The streets speak of a man they call Bamboo Rainhat, a man who once had intended to pursue the path of the brush, only to realize the sins of his forefathers had exiled him to the back streets. Yet, with the sheer power of will, gritted teeth, and a scarred heart, did he find in the path sword another way into the nest, as the Right State Councilor's sworn guard at that. That's you, isn't it? All those superlatives, yet the reality is that I've merely found the path of man-butchery as a viable way of life. Spittin'. Direct any compliments you have towards the Right State Councilor, if you will. I am but a butchering blade that happened to fall into the right hands. Not a compliment, just a word on the street. You're a quick learner. And spare me the fancy reading of my name. Watching you pretend that pompous posturing comes naturally is painful enough already. Keep it simple and spell it out as Bamboo-Hatted Chem, thank you. And does he continue to veer away from the line? I'd rather be a corpse cold and dead than stay in line. Have a shred of mercy on me, O mighty one. If I'd come all the way here just to punish you for every little misdeed in ill manner, I would have laid you out and split you in two, 3 ways before riveting dialogue brought us this far. So feel safe to continue traipsing outside the line, but in return, would you answer a few of my questions? I've been watching you from a distance for a while now, and... Really? Stalking someone's not very principled of you. You sure she didn't give you a good wallop after that? No. Truly a mystery, isn't it? Besides, she did give me free rein to continue traipsing outside the line. I couldn't in good conscience turn down such offers of kindness. Not that I ever do. You sure have a way with words. A way of finding your way under the listener's skin, huh? Perhaps, yet are such japes not to be expected among fellowship of close mutual bond? They don't look like friends yet, though. So, care to tell us why she's been watching you? I was engaging in the age-old pastime of throwing rocks. You speak of the game of rock messing? Save them for the festivities of Dono. I was throwing rocks at passerbys. This guy's an asshole! Fee on thee. That is a wrong deed, good sir. I suppose it is. People of bone and flesh in particular found it to be distasteful, and yet they did not let their discontent be hidden. But the blood and the downtrodden cheered me on to a degree. They found it cathartic. Oh, curious. Then is it a right deed or a deed not right? What the fuck are you talking about? There's a blunt untruth that S-Corp is known by another name. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. That shit's funny. Owing specializing in the general agriculture and livestock industry of the city, the vastness and the depths of its responsibilities have necessitated such divisions of labor. Thus, District 19 is split into 3 core circles responsible for different aspects of the industry: Sal, Pi, and Pio, each meaning flesh, blood, and bone respectively. Sal, responsible for the cultivation of rice and other grains. Pio, responsible for meat and livestock. And Pi, in charge of the technological aspects of both. As a scientist and a researcher who once toiled at S-Corp, you must have felt the persecution the P faced firsthand. It is believed that the Trinity was designed for balance, that they would provide assistance when requested and keep one another in check when needed. It was a promise, once, of cultivating a fair and sustainable S-Corp. Alas, the noble intentions of yesteryear now lie sullied, the Trinity now degraded to 3 quarreling bands of profiteers blinded by avarice. relying not on honor but betrayal and perfidy to claim the top of the triangle. An adherent of the flesh claims the position of the chief state councilor and monopolizes rice as the common folk starve. An adherent of the bone rents a right state councilor, toadies, to Sal, and rises to the seat of left state councilor. When such shameless conspiracy permits not the common folk to even till the land as they please, anguished cries of suffering flood the streets. Thus the common folk are reduced to livestock bleeding out, hanging from a hook, while bone and flesh collude like that of the emaciated dead. Who shall claim the sufferance of flesh and blood, or flesh and bone, and force them both to yield? An oft-heard poem when walking the streets of Escort. Ho! Then the people whom thou have targeted with thy rocks they weren't people, rats. Oh yes, the counselor finds rats detestable. Much better to stop them from a distance if you want to crush them. By any chance do these rats have a habit of sneaking into the royal court to better pilfer what the common folk rightfully deserve? They certainly suffer from a severe case of kleptomania. So he purposely threw a rock at his feet to trip him to the ground, knowing that he was a kleptocrat. That's funny, kleptocrat. Well, I simply could not help but react as such in the presence of scurrying rats. Is there aught you find funny? Speak if you do, I could use a good laugh about now. Just heartily expressing my gratitude, that is all. Those whose corruption is revealed ought to readily receive their scarlet aura bans. The gal to scamper away with their expensive prosthetics. My men were having trouble apprehending them, until now. Well, if that is your intent, you're invited to leave a token of gratitude somewhere in the vicinity. Perhaps I'll happen to pick it up. Wouldn't want to get thrown into the dungeons teeming with real vermin. Oh, I was going to do just that. So, when will you stop being a sword and be human again? What? When do you clock out? The way I see it, you're not the kind of person who will ever let a drop of liquor get to his tongue while on duty for the right state counselor. Holy shit. Person. Return this to Choga when you're human again. I'll buy you drinks as thanks. She's a funny one, This fellow you had often mentioned fondly was correct. When I mentioned her a few times as a drinking fellow I had left behind in Escort. Shut up, crazy! I must say I found that relationship most intriguing, that a military commissioner of the South faction would fraternize with the bodyguard of the Red State Councilor, who was of the P faction. Still, I knew not that the fellow was none other than the military commissioner of Escort. It is news to me that you had ties to a second ordinate official, a military officer with command over high-ranking employees of the wing. Well, I was in the service of the Right State Councilor, who's a first ordinate, you know. Well, that might be true, yet you would like to know why I, with such a powerful friend by my side, have ended up in exile from Escort. Yes, your silence over the matters of such great import is why I have come to introduce you to others as a reticent one. We had made the Blade lineage our home for Escort. Availed no home for us but the lineage. But you, Mentor. I'd rather show than tell. Let us proceed, shall we? This enchanted place seems intent on unearthing all of my past, both savory and unsavory. All shall be revealed in due time. Cam looked around, a twinge of loneliness in his eyes before moving on. We followed without a word. We emerged into a dark and muggy cavern, filled with air so stale it felt almost stifling. Up ahead, a thin ray of light shone through the darkness, seemingly guiding our path. Following that light led us to a four-way fork in the road. A constant, powerful gust howled through one of the paths. Another was filled with a metallic tang, the smell of blood. Then there is a third path entirely silent, and the last one echoed with the harsh noise of sword striking against sword. Blood, nigga! Rah! We inflict nails, which is always great. And then Tremor Burst, if we ever inflict Tremor Burst, which I don't think we do. Inflict a bind, so we just won't be inflicting bind anytime soon. Okay, so no matter what path I choose, it's the exact same. Cool. In the order of... I don't know. They're just there for moral support, I guess. I don't know.
숨겨둔 수를 드러낸 모양이구나.
Yeah, I've seen these guys before. Cool.
점 찍었네.
더 먹어치워라.
The music is interesting.
합격점.
무용하군. 차로야. 보면 아는 것을 상기시키는 연유가 무엇인가?
기대.
옳다. 실수일지 의도일지 저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면 그 용도를 고민하는 것이 상책이지.
I just do this and then nothing happens.
점 찍었네.
Scissors from archived? What does that even mean in context?
행진했고 이것이 석
Nice.
피날레다. 그래. 눈높이를 왕의 비율을 하사한다.
Oh shit, it's Kim.
꿰뚫려라.
How are our SP counts? We're getting somewhere. Are we getting somewhere quick? Not really, but we're getting somewhere, and that's what matters, right? Struggling. Who are you going up against right now? These negatives? They are negatives. Ew. Could roll the dice on that. I mean, either way, I think we struggle. So I think at that point we just roll the dice on an attack.
큰 흐름을 뒤집은 건 아니나
내가 어버이보다 뛰어.
좋은 움직임이로구나.
Yeah. Well, is she attacking the same person twice? No. Yeah, it's best to just do that then. Damn. Is there any chance of this being a thing? No. Yeah, at least for now. It's like her best move.
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 만찬에 집중해.
Whoa.
하나뿐인 자.
Whoa.
분의 함정인가?
물려라. 내가
아니, 아직 수는 남았다. 모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
Definitely didn't see Manager Dawn dying. That's new. I've never seen that. In story and campaign? Making on an interval dungeon ever again? Shut the fuck up, bro.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다. 행진의
Though for all, out of all of them to die, Manager Dawn dying is so like crazy to me.
이건 불찰이구나.
간이 보존 붕대로 감아뒀다.
Oh, and then the other second Kendrick is fucking dying too. What the fuck? Dude, what is this slash series thing, bro? Like, what the fuck?
점 찍었네.
Okay, see, it's not just me, bro. Bamboo-Hatted Ken is also fucking. Oh, wait, no, that was just to clean their bones.
검을 휘두를 줄 아는 자는 많다. 그 검에 길이 있는지가 중요하지.
마음에 들면 들었다. 솔직히 말해라, 자로요. 보기 드문 용장에게 칭찬을 아낄 이유가 뭐 있는지.
In my defense,
What?
in my defense, we did. They put Bamboo-Hatted Kim in there for a reason, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck this guy's on about. Okay.
이로써 더욱 수월하게.
Alright. Assist defense. We don't have that. Fuck. This is so tough, dude. Manager Dawn is fucking gone, bro. Holy shit. Main damage dealer? Gone.
죽이라.
Gone. Alright, bro. Maybe the IDs are getting told. It's so sad.
숨겨둔 수를 드러낸 모양이구나.
Is my goat washed? There's no way.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
차포잡이다. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋다.
쓸수 있지, 일도 있지.
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면 그 용도를 고민하는
Okay, that's just Gregor doing his dagger thing because he does that shit. Yeah, it should be fucking light work. Yeah, you know, I'm inclined to believe that she could fucking execute this guy. But nah, at that point, honestly, it's just better to execute him. Oh, Anju's here too. Oh, I want to check out Bamboo Headed Kim's like stats.
행진했고 이것이 소국의 피날레다. 나는 가족이 되기 약하고
Alright, bro. This is that bullshit I was telling you about 5 seconds ago.
내가
아니, 아직 수는 남았다.
Level 81. These question marks on everything.
식사는 즐기고 있나?
Alright, how are my blood fiends looking? Looking fucking rough, dude. Holy shit. Let me guess. Yeah, fucking figured. Any of that, they're all unbreakables. Brother, get that shit out of here. Fucking hey. So ridiculous. What a fucking ridiculous ass attack, bro. Jesus.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다.
유용군
나는 가족이 되기 약하고
실밥이 터졌나?
I'm pretty sure I just saw Ryoshi get fucking, like, staggered just now. Such bullshit, bro, I swear.
이제야 완성되었네.
너무 주눅들지 말거라. 부딪혀
Bruh, such fucking bullshit. I swear this shit is cheating, bro. This shit actually has to be fucking cheating. There's no way. Holy shit. There's no answer to that aside from guarding. I'm telling you, this shit's evil, bro. What the fuck?
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어. 이번에 네 빈스.
내 팔은 변해 있었어.
There we go.
기대.
Nicely done.
따스한 피 스며드는군.
Dude, how Manager Dawn managed to die? I have no clue. Like, I'm baffled at this.
거지?
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나? 대가리 딱 대도.
Baffled. I have no idea how the fuck that works. I'm not gonna do all that shit. Go through an extra battle because fuck you, that's why. Like, no? No? Wrong bitch. It can't be. My life. The experiences of what the fuck are we yapping about right now? Kim came to stop with a grim look on his face. His voice had dropped to the same morose pitch we had heard before. Have you? Had a peek into my memories and I distorted, had you? I must say, it's a bit embarrassing to have my deepest and darkest secrets revealed like that. Kim grinned sheepishly as though to clear the air, but it was becoming rather clear to me what he was doing. That his flippant demeanor was seemingly devil-may-care attitude were but a mask to hide the true darkness in his heart. The right counselor's estate, someone whom I had once protected, thought was worth protecting. Kim pushed open the main gates and made his way into the front yard. Watch out. Take a tall step over or you might trip. There were bodies splayed about in the yard, and I couldn't dare start counting them. I felt faint watching the aftermath of the carnage. Some were decapitated, some had their torsos split diagonally, and some of them were so mingled that I could hardly tell which parts belonged to who. Are they not retainers of the royal court? What were they doing at the counselor's? No, were they killed by assassins? Assassins did infiltrate the estate, yes. You're looking at what remains of them. I had but a moment to glimpse it. I clearly remembered what S-Corp logo I saw in Kim's Fathoms looked like. The hat these corpses are, or were wearing, are adorned with the same logo. Why is bamboo-hatted Kim calling them assassins? In this corrupt land, the right state's counselor's life was always as precarious as a candlelight in a tempest. Such is the fate of all those who have the guts to speak the truth in S-Corp, where positions of influence are hoarded by corrupt sycophants, whose chokehold on power is ironclad. The most prominent among them, the left state counselor, and the chief state counselor's blessing, or with the chief state counselor's blessing, sought to wield his own private army to silence forever the tongues of those who would advocate against the corrupt. Private army? But they're prohibited in our homeland. They're kind of like how the great houses of H-Corp each had their own armies. That is similar to what is happening, but not exactly. If S-Corp circumstances were to be explained in plainer terms, it would be akin to a situation in which a company whose employees outwardly appear to all be working for the same side is in fact fractured within, with certain departments pledging allegiance to a different individual than the chief executive. What assassins there had been in the past at least wore masks to hide their allegiance. I had thought this no different, though with assassins significantly less invested in maintaining their disguises, not realizing that I had just placed my stone inside the tiger's maw. Looking around the yard teeming with assassins, I recall thinking it odd just how many of them were sent. Though the left state counselor's power had grown to loom over that of the king, I should have realized how ridiculous such a brazen attempt on the life of one of the triumvirate counselors at the royal court would have been. Foolish. I failed you, counselor. There were simply too many of them, as though they decided that tonight was the night they would finally slay the counselor or die trying. I was soon overwhelmed, and some of them eventually managed to get around me and reach the counselor's bedchamber. The moment I heard them breach the door, all strength had left me, and I fell to my knees. I, Kim Lib, am a poor excuse for a bodyguard, and I have failed you. And I knew who the author of the foul scheme was, the left state counselor. Let this be my final act of loyalty ere I depart this life. I am too meager a person to carry on your will, counselor. What I can do is plant the seed of terror in the hearts of the unjust, if only to shackle their blackest hearts from committing greater misdeeds. I shall go before the villain who contrived this betrayal and see that the favors are paid with steel. Only by such vengeance shall the counselor at last close his eyes in his grave, or so I had thought. Alright, counselor, I see you've been hard at work. A cursed parasite. I ought to flay you alive and reveal the wretched soul underneath. Some gal, you have to show your face here. Here? You mean the home of the Honorable Right State Counselor who toils day and night in service of the royal court. I know the assassins are sent by the Left State Counselor. Get out of my way. I shall collect your head once my task is over. Are all those who live by the sword as uncouth as you? The cruelty of your damning words is an oppression upon decent men like myself. Heed me, soldiers, or arrest that mad butcher. The accursed shall heed his crimes. 1 moon ago, an anonymous letter threatening to take the life of the revered Right State Counselor arrived at the royal court. This audacious Okay, fuck you. Fuck you. Bro. What kind of fuckery? Effrontery is an affront not only to the royal court, but to the heavens and men alike. The revered Left State Counselor, who has long been in disagreement with the Right State Counselors on matters of the state, found this offense to be so heinous that he has personally commended his men to protect his political enemy on the day writ on the letter. Yet a tragedy has struck. All those lives sent to protect the noble counselor are slain. The bravery and justice of their honorable hearts trampled upon the ground by this villain. And now the villain promises death to yet another pillar of the royal court. Thus we are perforce to arrest the criminal and restore the rule of law. Senseless drivel. I saw your men make their way to the royal counselor's bedchamber with their blades drawn. The counselor, might you be looking for your right state counselor here, alive and well? My lord? Vile wretched leaned down next to my ear and whispered. Perhaps you should have known where not to stick your nose. You really think you could overcome the entire private army in the Left State's counselor service? Lead me to death just to lure me into a trap? Why? I'm sorry, did I miss something? It's a compliment, as you are not even the apex blade of the homeland, nor are you the cloud blade. But you have been a rather egregious obstacle to the execution of my plans. Couldn't get through with the first thing on my plan, with you constantly getting in the way. Let's keep you nicely locked up and out of trouble. For what it's worth, young man, I am sorry. I've come to realize the error of my ways. The truth is, though S-Corp is indeed a pond of turbid water, it was those like us who had stirred the dirt from its bed and turned it cloudy. Fearing the worst, we arrived to protect the revered Right State Counselor. 1,000 curses upon the villain in his quest for the Right State Counselor's life. The butcherous man has already watered the ground with S-Corp's laborers, the very lifeblood that runs in the veins of this most serene wing. And that charcoal-hearted villain is none other than the Counselor's sworn guard, Kim Lib. Heed us, O villain. Yeah, lock in, buddy. Let the our bonds take you. Man of the no beast, sapped him of your strength. Even your master with the blade will only dull. See the orders behead you if that's what you're asking, nor would it befit someone of my station to sully my hands with an executioner's duty. How will you live on now? There's no path forward. More corrupt than I had thought. This is where the game ends. I'm to resign my stone. Lost, you start anew and test other gambits in the next round. Why don't you stop playing this unfair game, where the opponent always starts with stones placed on all 9 star points on the board, and find a place where you can begin anew in equal standing. As soon as they realize it was you who freed me, they'll come after you. It's okay. Unlike someone who's made a fool of himself and fled after passing the royal examinations, I have the royal court's backing as its military commissioner. My position in the court isn't so fickle that they would cast me down right away just because I let someone go like you. You're a branded criminal. In the eyes of the royal court, you're as good as inconsequential. A report that even if you were to flee, you would still be nothing more than a plaything in the palm of their hands. Some things can't be done without bending a rule or two, and you are needed. S-Corp's future is in the hands of those who are less bound by expectations like yourself. Besides, it's not the rules I stand by, it's my own principles. I did say I owe you a token of gratitude, didn't I? Consider this a settlement of that. Gratitude and vengeance, after all, share a common quality. They were both debts to be repaid. Come with me. There is no hope left for S-Corp. You said it yourself, didn't you? We'll never win as long as we're playing their rigged game. Listen, they may have a 9-stone advantage over you, but to me it's as small as 3. I'll manage and keep my finger on the pulse. Besides, change doesn't always have to come from the outside. The old wisdom says that to catch a tiger, you must enter its den. But wouldn't it help to have an ally waiting in the tiger's den to back you up when the time comes? There, all done. Your bonds are severed. Go now. Go and build your strength beyond the walls of Escort. Yeah. Beware of relying overmuch on foreign powers. Fuck Escort. You know who I am. I just fuck around and find out. Yes, yes, do as you will. Go away. Fuck you. I'm just hoping that one day you'll come back. Though I'd left the rigged game, my records afterward weren't stellar. The laying of the stones on my board were always full of holes and mistakes. I joined the Blade lineage, became their mentor, dragged them into the library, and had them fucking killed. Self-defeating move after self-defeating move. When she had let me go, I thought I escaped the tiger's maw. But as I let the game progress with the flow, I soon came to realize that my life was fucky-wucky as shit, and honestly, I kept fucking up. I was in a losing play from the start. Bro, this guy takes 0 accountability, holy shit. Shadows dancing by this distant humanoid form began to grow like wildfire. And those in the attire of the Blade lineage, one by one, leap over the wall and approach us. Like the projection of Kim's darkening fathoms. They must be after. Wait a minute. Is he saying that Blade lineage died in the library and didn't come back when everyone else did? That's fucking interesting. No, they came back? Then what is this guy fucking yapping about? Distorted because of the obelisk and killed everyone. Ooh. That, yeah, that's tough. That's tough, dude. Alright, bro. Fuck you. There we go. Yeah, she doesn't heal, so that's gonna be kind of rough, actually. Like, the Blood Fiends kind of cheat, so they get to heal, but she doesn't really get that.
차포잡이라. 예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나. 저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면 그 용도를
Alright, bro. I see 3 S3s right now. Oh my god, bro. Why is her S3 so fucking low? Oh my lord, dude. That's terrifying. That's so terrifying, actually. No, wait, he's like the perfect target, actually. Wait, seriously? Holy moly, dude. Yeah, bro, your S3 fucking clashes like dog shit, bro. Holy hell. But yeah, get that motherfucker out of here, though. Holy, dude.
유효하군.
Nice. Responsibility to rebuild. Good clash power. Suffocating guilds, much of the same. I'm like really disappointed that Manager Dawn died. I don't know how that even happened. I guess just like a series of unfortunate events. Yeah, I knew saying Green would fucking execute him. He had like so many different debuffs.
좋은 움직임이로군.
Thematic color. That guy's already getting executed. That guy's already getting executed. Alright, I can just fucking obliterate. This is about a color. This is back in the Blade Linear Nirvala. Blade Linear drags the light into the room, the obelisk. Cool thing regarding me and Elton's orders, and they started fighting. I see.
옳다.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 판도는 유리하나 교만하면 뒤집어지는 거.
그래서 어쩌라는 거지?
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나? 정화. 이번에 네 피분스.
Yeah. Yeah, just roll high, dude. You got it. Hey, why can't you give me back my manager Dom, bro? Fuck. Give her back to me. Can heal everyone else, but can't heal my manager Dom, bro. Fuck.
숨겨둔 수를 드러낸 모양이구나.
It's so evil, actually. Honestly, I'm just gonna pile on this guy. Cause fuck that guy, that's why.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
Got the stream a few minutes ago. How do you have Manager Don killed? Dude, I'm telling you, it was the most weird experience ever. I have no idea. She just failed every clash and died. Like I don't understand it. She was like almost guaranteed to win every clash and she just didn't. She just didn't. But I think it's a good handicap for the Fathom at least. So I didn't restart. I just kept going as is. I was like, it probably would be a little too easy if I had Manager Dawn, but even then, like, how the fuck did how did she fucking die, bro? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, dude.
의도 있게.
저희를 헤아릴 수 없다면
It's not like we're struggling without her, but like it's just disappointing. Like how did she fucking die? Like, I don't know. Oh, this is a clashable counter. I just straight up throw everything at it. It's a clashable counter, I don't give a fuck.
고귀하게 추적하네.
옳다.
이제야 완성되었나?
기대해라.
유효하군.
너는 가족이 되기에 약하군.
판도는 유리하나 교만하면 뒤집어지는 법.
그래서 어쩌라는 거지?
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나?
허리와 피나네.
기원을 갖추는 제대로 무너져.
Yep, there you go.
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
This is so sad. Like a prey backed against the cliff's edge, I am left bereft of paths. My hand hesitates with no room to place the stone. Misjudgments burgeon when contemplations harrow the mind in deep. Bro, fuck this guy. I'm tired of the way this guy speaks. Now, all that remains is to neutralize that one enemy combatant in the yard. Tell me, who's waiting for us in there? You should know, this place and its enemies are projections of your memories. Not the hardest guess to make, is it? I expect to find Im Kyung in there. She was a woman of loyalty and principles. Even as a military commissioner, she never stopped wanting to change the way the royal court was. But even she must have broken in the end. I scoured the newspapers and TV for anything I could find on the current state of S-Corp. It was plain as day that nothing had changed there since my departure. Hey, aren't you just like guessing? I don't think you've ever talked about this. What lies before you is just a figment of your imagination, buddy. Did this M appear as that monster does, Mentor? No. She wasn't like that. Still believe that S-Corp deserves to fucking die. But destruction's not the point. The point is that I want it to be a place where I can cut away the avaricious, corrupted, and have it be a wing that cares for its common folk. Didn't know better, I would have thought you were seeking to supplant the current S-Corp. You know that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just a wanderer, floating down the river's flow to where the currents take him. When the river bent and I hit a wall, someone picked me up and made a blade out of me. Once abandoned, I returned to the flow and found myself a mentor to those who afforded me the undeserved faith. And the river continues to wind, carrying me back to, well, S-Corp, where I had fled. Shall I let the blade sing my inner thoughts? It's S-Corp. Or you think I'm satisfied with the way S-Corp is? But your method, as it is now, goes against the principles. I expected better from someone of your wiles. Because someone has to stay behind and try to bring change within the limits of their principles. I once hoped that one of those bends in the river veers would float you back to knock on the gates of Escort once it was primed for change. Has that changed? What do you think? You at least seem to think that I have. Because you believe I shall stand in your path and stem the flowers of this river evermore. Well, the law states that denial of the will of the Royal Court is a crime deserving of death by batting. I, Second Ordinant of Escort, official of the sword, and military commissioner to the Royal Court, shall uphold the command and sever the buds of rebellion before they propagate. So we're just gonna fight a fake version of this girl inside of fucking Kim's head, bro. Like, what the fuck is this?
뛰어난 형사라도 적재적소에 쓰지 않는 무위무능한 법. 우선 전황부터 살피지.
형국 정도는 읽었다.
She do be imagined, though.
하지만 칼을
Take
휘두르는
turns, use a pattern made of single chord skills. Cause advantage at higher swordplay of the home S-land stack. Min stack, max stack, on skill use, yada yada yada. Unbreakable coins. Cool. So, she's currently at stack 5, which is a no effect. I hate that. I hate that sound because it just always... It feels like someone's yelling my name. And the library itself simulated fights into the outcome was the library's victory. It's just... Is that just not as fake? Interesting. I really don't want her to be... I mean, she gets 1 coin. She uses 1 coin skills. So right now, I kind of want her to be at like a 1 to 2 stack. Because it's a net -2. Forever +2. Yeah, that's forever +2. Yeah, nah, I'm alright. Thanks, though. Unaffected by that shit? I don't know if that means... Is there even a reason to attack this? No, there's literally no reason to attack that. Unaffected. If target skill is assist. Clash start, boost 3. Attack end, on hit is unopposed attacker, yada yada yada, gain, whatever. What the fuck? This is an easy ass boss fight, bro. Who the fuck thought this would be difficult? World's easiest opening salvo, by the way.
유효하군.
Don't think I've seen an Intervalo boss that was just like this fair. It's not even fair. It's just like it's unfair for her specifically. Yeah, that paralyze is gonna go fucking crazy, dude. Nah, okay.
합격자.
Alright,
실수일지 우리도
so decent chunk out of her health. In addition to that, we're now at 4. So at 4, she's gonna be at -1. So she's net -1 right now. Pretty strong. So, as you can see, her most dangerous skill is this, which is good. We'll attack that first, because it's gonna give us a really good chance against her on the paralyze, which is really good. Okay. After that, we just kind of have to address things as we go. This is a +2, so it's really nothing crazy. Flash Start, she gains 3. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. This one was already like super easy to beat. Actually, literally all of her clashes are super easy to beat. There's no planning needed at all in regards to any of these. There was never any planning needed. I don't know why I'm taking this so seriously. Okay, what just happened, Sherlock? What happened to your paralyze, dude? She's fucking cheating. Okay, alright. How the fuck did that happen? I guess she just said fuck paralyze. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Bro, like if the paralyzed proc, it wouldn't make sense. But that doesn't make sense. I saw her fucking roll value. There should literally be no reason why her roll value outclassed Rhodia if that was the case.
매울 건가?
이용하는 것이 상책이겠지만
누군이라면 매웠을 거다.
그래. 부상자를 챙기지.
She rolled a 10. Oh my god, so Rhodia just dropped the fucking ball. Alright. Fuck it. Cringe. Okay. Is this a clashable counter? It is. And he's got it. He's got it like a motherfucker, so I'm not even gonna have to worry about that this time. I did not want her to get her rolls up like this. Oh, his rolls are like really bad actually. Should be okay. Bro, how do you have offense level up? Nah, I don't trust that shit.
죄인인가?
여행은 목적이 있었지.
모든 결과들은 하우스가 알아요. 뛰어난 병사라도 적재적소에
Alright,
쓰지 않는
strong.
무위무능한 법. 우선 전황부터 살피지.
천국 정도는 읽었다. 나머지는
Whoa.
스스로를 나는가.
Clashable guard that is in hell right now. Maybe don't. Maybe don't do that actually. So she has to roll positive to win. And we also, in theory, have to roll positive to win. So I mean, not impossible. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know if I trust that one per se. I can kind of trust that. Who's unopposed right now? No one. I'm so fucking confused. What is this guy Dippy talking about, bro? Dippy's fucking tweaking, I don't know.
퍼레이드와 피날레.
There was not an option for him to not use it unopposed. Like, I don't control what Kim does, dude. He never was clashing with her. You're tweaking.
행진했고 이것이 서곡의 피날레다. 왕의 비율은 하산.
Actually pretty close to staggering. Roll that shit. Alright, it's the next thing that I'm actually kind of worried about. Were you talking? Oh, she didn't even break shield. Chilling on that.
적재적소에 쓰지 않는 무위무능한 법.
Yeah, so Dippy was wrong again. No idea what this guy was talking about.
읽었다. 나머지는 칼을 휘두를 나는가.
Yep, Dippy tweaking again. Always flips heads, hits critically, and does not consume voice count. Yeah. Say less. So I just need to roll above 33 is what you're telling me. Roll above 33. That's 30. It's 29. Yeah, it's so true. Anyways. That is 33. But I have a chance to lose and she doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. This one's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. 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 Max is out of 30. There's got to be a method to this madness here. No. That's not the method. This skill always flips. Oh no, it's only during Clash one. Oh, okay, fuck it. No, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling so bad, it's not even, like, bro. I'm fucking beyond chilling. I'm over here like, wait. It's only on Clash Win that she's actually scary. Oh, okay, hold on. The odds remain terrifying, but we fucking ball. Speaking of coin power. Dude, you keep saying, let Kim do this, let Kim do that, bro. Every time you've said that, Kim has done whatever the fuck Kim wants to do. I don't get to choose Kim's actions, bro. Like, the last time he used Yield My Flesh, he didn't clash with her at all. Like, Ongdu was the one clashing her, so there was literally not an instance that he was going to clash her no matter what. Okay, he just happened to use it this time. Correctly. Thank the heavens. Oh fuck, she's 75 now. That's actually really bad. How the fuck did she get to... Wow, what the fuck? She's fucking cheating. Okay, alright. Don't clash her. I fucking realized that. No Yield My Flesh will happen. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Bro, I'm not going to let myself fucking die while, like, fuck no, you're insane. No, 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 no. Fuck you. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That's retarded. I don't give a fuck about claiming her bones to the extent that I would just fucking lose. I don't care about the animation that much, bro. Do I? No, I don't. Who's faster than 1 speed? That's not the point. But fine, you want it so bad. It's literally not the point. And I know you know it's not the point. Well, either way, she's gonna fucking stagger, like, no matter what I do. Unless I literally were just to put defense on right here. We are also currently presupposing... No, no, he's faster than Angdu. I want to let you know that, by the way, he had 20 speed, so I could have just hit her anyways. So either way, you were wrong.
옳다.
That's not true.
그래서 어쩌라는 거지?
I only did what you said because I saw that he had speed 20. That's literally the only reason I did it. She's at 9 now, and that means she has base power plus 8 and coin power minus 3. Shit. So this is like, this shouldn't even be that high. That doesn't even make sense. Though 26, I'm pretty sure I can beat pretty easily. I also understood my meaning for saying the guard could inside face it now and get the animation off. Well, I said I don't want to die because I didn't know that he had 20 speed, but since he had 20 speed, I didn't care. Yeah, let's just do this. No, well, fuck you. The fuck? Don't match my fucking shit, asshole. What the fuck? Bruh, you're just gonna match whatever the fuck I put down? That's fucked up. There we go. I can make that work. Okay. This is such a pain in the ass. Sanguine pointillism should be pretty good. Let's do it unopposed though.
시작하자.
다사피 슬라임은 왕의 비호를 하사한다. 내 팔은 변이 있었어.
Dude, she's got so much bleed on her, it's not even fucking funny. I know Don Quixote would have been fucking doing backflips in this fight already. Oh, that hard carry, bro. I don't care what anyone says. That's Ebony Stem just hard carried.
판도는 유리하나.
Dude, she's got a whole fucking 10 health.
그래서 어떠라는 거지?
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나?
점 찍었네.
Dude, she fucking bled to death, holy fuck. As powerful as I recall, yet weighted down by the brand, I am not so far ahead or behind. I don't know, I think you're doing pretty well. Verily, they appear evenly matched, yet he's wielding that sword like he's trying to get himself killed. That blade work is far beneath him. Does he want to fucking die or something? Yeah, they lock your sword in mine and carry it away. Sword fight without a blade lock, though, right? Duel between the mentor of the Syndicate and the military commissioner is neck to neck, clash after clash. Two warriors eventually lock their blades in contest of might before it came to a final fatal bout. When the dust settles, the mentor realizes, oh, this motherfucker's literally trying to narrate himself. Why are you such a little bitch? I don't know, man. I'm just a little bitch. I'm a really, like, a little bitch. Dude, this guy said 3 paragraphs to say that he's a little bitch, bro. Holy shit. The weakness in your positions failed your honor, and the weakness in your heart became the fiendish blade that cut down your fellows. I don't read the story. Bro, he literally just went on 3 paragraphs to say that he was a little bitch. Do I need to read it out loud for you to say that, yeah, I'm fucking haunted by my past traumas, and I'm a little bitch, I fucking distorted and killed people, Yeah, what other weakness will you use as an excuse today, bro? Like, that's literally it. Stop trying to bear responsibilities, ask not of you. The Blade lineage was never about responsibility, nor is it about you. Or does your overbearing guilt help you overestimate your importance? What was the saying again? Fellow travelers in the same boat will aid one another. Not a single soul demanded that of you. And I've had enough of that flippant larking of yours. We all have. Do you truly believe that not a single one of us has picked up on the fact that all your levity was a means of relieving yourself of the burden you had cast upon your own shoulders? None of us ever demanded some impossible feat from you. What was it that you've always said to describe yourself? That you are but a butchering blade that wields not itself, a tool wielded by willing hands. Why, Mentor, I know not what shame or responsibilities a mere tool has to you, because I fail to see any. If the shame does not subside still, then shroud your face with that bamboo hat of yours and live on. Live on so that you may repay your debts. He's out of arrows. There's nothing more. Perhaps there's some merit in your words that I must retreat from the silly game of stones and become a fiend of blades. Kim laughed. Oh my god, is this guy about to develop ego? Do it. Do it. Strange invisible pressure dissipates. Bro is not reading. I can fucking read. Faster than I can talk. From heaven's gaze, this hat I wore. An empty boat it bore my friends along. In bamboo veiled, we drift from shore to shore. Yes, bro, but you're streaming. Not only have you both read this already, you will fucking live. With the wine I don my hat to watch blooms throng. In mirth I doff that shroud to moon adore. So with this bamboo hat to veil my brow, through winds and rain may rage, I shall not throw. Is his ego literally a hat? Because I'm gonna kill myself. If I find your outfit dubious of character. Suits premature ends. And to no avail. What to call a man who has failed to disburden himself of the world? How to name a man who has failed to bear the weight of the world? There is none. So call me bamboo-hatted Kim. The treasonous wretch. His fucking ego is just his clothes. I love it. 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 That's because Kim had successfully managed to face his own past. I see residents in the back streets in their blissful highs from taking the canned experiences, and a man who's watching them with disapproval. Founded by the smell of freshly baked bread, a florist who makes lovely bouquets for graduating youngsters. A photographer who captures beautiful sights to remember. They're our lives, our experiences. Want to be a billionaire with an extravagant mansion and a nest, a legendary fixer who can make the syndicates cower in fear just by going on a stroll? What you get from those cans is not real. Is everything in your lives, all of this, just empty means to an end so that you can get high on fake purchase experiences nailed into a can? If that's all your life is, then my life and the photographs I've taken are all... No, it can't be. Those experiences and memories I've photographed are different. We're all blindly consuming fake experience after fake experience without a care about the real thing. That's why you're all floundering, grasping at illusions. So let me show you the things I've shot. The memories, the experiences, the reality of your lives. It was only in passing, but I glimpsed an unmistakable grimace, a scowl on Mercer's face. I reflected upon the events of today, and could at least begin to guess as to why that might be. If there's any experience in either the canned experience or that guy's photographs, do you, Mercer? Experiences and memories aren't the same thing. What really distinguishes them, I wasn't sure. Correct. What I knew was that the distortion was, for whatever reason, important to Mercer. Huh? A figure materializes into a humanoid form, swirling out of the projector. He must be the distortions, and next to him is another figure stumbling out in a giant suit of armor. It is but an overlay of fathoms created within a distorted space. The concept of life and death has little meaning for such a thing. Yet faint does she grow, it must be the distortion's power is waning. Hark, accused one, for these are your crimes. Fomenting chaos in a foreign wing while impersonating oh my god. Kind of exploiting the suffering of S-corps downtrodden as a mere veil for one's own fathoms, and, though it be but part of a reenactment impersonating a military commissioner of the kingdom without a royal decree. Pursuant to the law of the homeland, the accursed to be sentenced to death by beheading. Before he had a chance to step in or anything, the famed mirage-like warrior brought down her sword on the docugrapher's neck, decapitating him. Can an entity of the Fathoms slay one outside it? Such an instance has heretofore never been observed, but as it is happening right now, before our eyes, I can only say yes. She is a woman of principle. She would have done the same to the bitter end, had she truly been here. As the headless body of the inflection point crumbles to the floor, she fucking phases out of reality. She literally killed her own progenitor. How the fuck is that? Like, how does that make sense? We found ourselves back in the projection room, and there we found a large group of injured in-corp staff threw pell-mell about the room, and Ezra, who was looking down at the headless body of the docugrapher. Yeah, what the fuck? How did she do that shit? Bro.
분수가 폭죽보다도 높이 솟아올랐어.
Generational lock-in by her, by the way. I'm gonna have to end it here, though, guys. Next stream will be Saturday evening. But until then, guys, keep moving forward. And shut the fuck up. Keep moving forward. And have a good evening.